Welcome back to the Listen Up podcast, where we analyze a new album each week. I'm Nick, and this week we've got me, Jamie,
Bonfire!
Jordan,
I might not graduate.
and joining us through the Ouija mic once again is our lovely boy David.
Hola, mi llamo David.
This week we'll be taking a look at RTJ4 by Run the Jewels, released in 2020, and it was picked by David. So David, why don't you tell us why you picked this wonderful album?
Obviously, it's the best album of 2020, and it was a rap album. I thought Jordan would probably jump on it and, enjoy this album, unlike all the other trash that you guys bring to the table. But
you come to our podcast telling us we listen to trash?
No, I think
you especially, Jordan, though.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he was saying that. Now it sounds like he is saying that.
No, he said you guys, like all of us.
Damn.
Ooh.
You guys really try to not
guys?
include yourself in this just because it's a rap album, but whatever.
But no, I thought it was one of the best, probably the best album of 2020. It bops, it bangs, it smacks, it bamboozles.
It
does do all of
you.
that.
Plenty of words.
Lots of adjectives.
Yes, lots of colors.
Leo's just standing next to me.
Pink especially.
Yes, a lot of pink. A lot of pink on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bro,
I really love it.
Can we get
I love this album.
Can we get a round of applause for Nick doing this week's intro?
I think I only messed up one little line.
Yeah,
but it was a good take.
Maybe.
It's good. It's beautiful.
We'll roll with it. It's authentic. We say this is a raw, uncut pod.
It is raw and uncut.
Raw, uncut pod coming to a theater
Unrated.
near you.
Unrated?
Unrated.
Unrated.
It's like the director's cut when they
Already
don't
podcast
submit it
rated?
to the.
I don't.
No.
Rate them.
I don't know, are they?
I don't rate them.
They are, though.
You didn't have to expose us. Like we could
No,
have just.
I mean, we're special.
we have
Save
the
it.
edginess
Save
of the
Save it.
unrated podcast.
Subscribe for hardcore butt shots of Nick.
No, just audio.
Bro, we're
Just
gonna do that
audio.
with the premium podcast thing they're coming out with.
We'll make an OnlyFans for our podcast.
That'd be nice.
Patreon, baby.
No, we want OnlyFans. So Jordan, David, he said he chose it thinking you would enjoy it. How did you like it?
I enjoyed it, thinking that he would like it.
What?
Well, no, I'm kidding. I enjoyed it.
Bye. What the hell?
It was really good. I could see a couple. I think I hearted a couple songs. I'll save that for later. But
Do you wanna tell us which ones? Or you wanna save that?
I just said I was gonna save it, bro.
Ouch.
Wow,
Stupid ass.
It's like I can't.
Looks
hear.
like Jamie's
Damn,
not
son.
listening since he's not the host anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, dang, dude.
wow.
You've been demoted, Jamie. But anyways, also, I remember that my first run into this album was actually listening to it live with Nick
Yes.
and Jamie back in, when was it? It was October or something?
Yeah, I think it was
November?
October.
Was
Well,
there
that seems like
October?
light
Yeah, it
years
was.
away
Yeah.
now.
That was
Eons.
fire, dude.
That was so good.
Gosh,
Oh,
time.
that was chills.
So
Time
good.
flies. It was. And I think, did they post it to YouTube afterwards probably? Or no?
Yeah,
Was it like
I think it's
did.
on there.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I think it's
I
on
might
HBO
go back
Max,
and listen.
too. Like,
Oh, is it?
They
Yeah,
got a
we're
bunch
not all
of weird
fancy,
shit
though.
like that on HBO Max now.
They do have some strange things. Like, they don't have any Conan episodes, but they have all of his remote specials where he goes to different countries.
Bizarre.
Interesting.
Really?
Yeah, they're funny.
Huh.
That's random, but that was just another weird HBO Max thing.
Shout out to Conan.
Shout
Shout out.
What a guy!
Pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
The only redhead I really like.
Oh,
Get
I can.
get screwed, Reba
if you
McEntire.
have red hair, and David knows you, oof,
Rip.
pain.
Looks like you
I
are
don't
not
know
his
you
friend.
anymore. I don't know you
Oh!
anymore.
Ooh.
I'm dropping
Severing
people left and
ties.
right.
Overall,
It's-
I like the hard hitting
Mhm.
rap lyrics with a couple of the beats threw me off a little bit.
Mhm.
What's the one? I don't know why, but just the ooh la la at the beginning.
Yeah,
it-
that like
the-
piano.
No, like them saying ooh la la was just like.
Hey. Ooh la la, ah wee wee. Ooh la la, ah wee wee. Hey. Ooh la la, ah wee wee. Hey. Ooh la la, ah wee wee. Ooh la la.
Like ooh la 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 wee wee. I was just like,
That
I don't know. It just seemed
You didn't like
probably
it?
A song. It's probably a song that I would like if
Yeah.
I listened to it more. But just
Yeah,
like listening to the
I-
first time, it
yeah.
sounded like a little cheesy.
That
just
was
like
one
at
of
the
the
very
that
beginning.
was one of the singles they put out before it, and I kind of had that when I first listened to it as a single. I was like, oh, that's kind of weird, but it definitely grew on me. So
No, I know. There's songs before that I've been like, oh, this is cheesy, and then I listen to it, I'm like, yo, this is kind of fire. So it's probably just one like one of those like over time I'd probably like it more, but just right off the bat it's kind of like
yeah.
And I'm guessing they do a Yankee and the Brave song every album.
They actually don't.
This is,
No.
why does it say episode 4 then?
Well, because this is their 4th album. That's the best I can figure. It's just like
That's what I think too.
Because LP is from New York, so he's the Yankee, and Mike is from Atlanta, so he's the Brave. So it's like,
yeah.
dude,
I like
I
that.
love how hard this album starts off with. Like it starts with your foot on the floor, with that the extended like just drum hit. I every time you start to get really into it, and then when it hits, it's like ooh.
This week on Yankee and the Brave.
Back at it like a crack addict, Mr. Black Magic, crack a bitch back. Chiropractic, craftmatic, big daddy smoking big, Cali in a black, alley in a black, granddaddy rolling down, old natty how, napping Matty as a black granddaddy.
And then
It starts with,
Mike
like-
Yeah.
It's
starting
like
off.
ooh la 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 wee wee.
Wait,
No,
I'm kidding.
No, it doesn't
So-
start with that
but
song.
starting with Mike saying back at it like a crack addict.
I love that line.
Incredible.
Incredible. And
Mr.
then
Black
crack a
Magic,
bitch,
crack a
chiropractic.
bitch, chiropractic, craftmatic.
Yes.
Uh,
You could just go through every lyric in this album. and it's-
honestly, well, much like
it's amazing.
all of their albums, they're just phenomenal. Yeah, I love that opener, and then I really like the second half of LP's. I guess his first verse in the song. Surprise, surprise! This is a very politically charged album.
which I think I love.
Oh yeah,
honestly.
yeah. That's why I
It's-
love all of their shit. I mean, they just say it. They're the truth tellers, you know.
Yeah. They're here to
Yeah,
tell you what
Mike
the
is-
people don't want to hear.
Yeah, it's scammer bliss when you putting villains in charge of shit. All of us targeted. All we doing is arguing. Pardon them as they work until every pocket's been picked and soul been harvested. I'm ready to mob at these fucking charlatans.
Scammer bliss when you put in villains in charge of shit. All of us targeted, all we doing is arguing. Pardon them as they work until every pocket's been picked and soul been harvested. I'm ready to mob at these fucking charlatans. Charlatan.
Bro,
It's sick, dude.
because that's what it is, man. It's just you start off this album, the first one coming out. When did Run the Jewels 3 come out? That was
2016.
2016.
yeah, 2016. So like your first album in 4 years, and you're just just mad. Starting off just mad at like all of the shit that all the like division we've been seeing is just like gaslighting and just everything that has us fighting each other and not the actual people, and they're just like no within the first 1 minute of their return they're already fucking on it. Because that's what this album, they did an episode of Broken Record with Rick Rubin while they were recording this album, and I mean they were making all of this over the course of like the last 4 years before it came out, and then it dropped like right after like George Floyd and the start of this summer, and so it was like everything they've been saying, like making and writing for 4 years, felt prophetic. But I mean, that's just because it's the same thing happening again. But yeah, and like this album could not have come out at like a better time. It was supposed to come out 2 weeks later, and they were like, "Fuck it, the masses need it now," and then they dropped it like 2 weeks early.
Damn.
Yeah, you can still get a free download of it on their website. It's not quite as high fidelity as it is on even Spotify or other streaming services, but you can get like a free, just complete download of the whole album.
Yeah, which is so like, I mean, they were just like, the people need it. Here it is for free, no matter what, if you want it. Which like, how fucking cool is that?
Which I think all their albums were like that. Maybe not their first one, but I think all of their albums were just free on their website.
I thought it was a new thing for this one, but it's still cool. I mean, that's still like because
it's badass when you think about it.
Yeah, it like, reinforces a lot of what they talk about in their song. Yeah, for the people, like for the interest of the masses rather than the select few.
For sure.
And I feel like my biggest barrier to entry to Run the Jewels at first, and now they're probably one of my favorite rap groups, but I didn't like them a ton when I first listened to them. I think just because their music was so lyrical. And
that's
like how much they could pack into everything, which was strange considering. Yeah, which was strange considering how much I still loved Kendrick and other, I guess, quote unquote, like intellectual rap. Not really Lil Wayne so much, but
maybe like Pop Smoke.
Yeah, Pop Smoke. Yes, intellectual. Yes.
Yeah, intellectual.
Wow, you guys
big brain. What do you mean? What do you mean, dude? He's big brain.
Mm-hmm.
He is.
So.
Oh. Well.
Anyways, what were we saying, Nick?
Anyway,
getting sad now.
This album was what really got me into them. I think just hearing Yankee and the Brave, like knocking everything off, like starting everything off, and I really like Out of Sight. It helped me check out other stuff in their catalog, and then I found Close Your Eyes and Count to Fuck.
Incredible. Incredible song.
Incredible.
What
Probably my top 3 songs of theirs. I love that song so much.
There was a phase where I would listen to that like any time I drove anywhere. Like it would be on my queue just because it's probably, it might be kind of bold for me to say top 5 rap songs for me, but it's
crazy. Yeah.
Wait, which one?
Close Your Eyes and Count to Fuck. It's off of Run the Jewels 2.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying that was an album.
No. Their albums are Run the Jewels 2, Run the Jewels 3, and then RTJ4.
Run the Jewels 4.
Yeah.
Wait, they don't call it Run the Jewels 4?
No, this one's RTJ.
Yeah.
Don't know.
It's appropriate. I don't know.
RTJ.
But I will say this is probably one of my top rap albums.
Yeah.
Like ever.
Dude, when this came out, I literally listened to it. The week it came out, I think I listened to this album probably 14 times, 15 times. I don't know. I would just have it on repeat in
Me
my
too.
headphones.
It's just such an easy album to like listen to, honestly.
It's not that long.
Yeah,
it's
like
long. 36, 37. Yeah.
I think it's 39 minutes, isn't it? 36? I don't know.
I think it was
like
30
somewhere.
Like rounds up to 34 minutes. 33
Let me look.
Something.
39 minutes and 2 seconds. What I tell you.
Okay.
Wow.
Thanks,
What I tell you.
But yeah, and so I would just listen to it on repeat. If I had my headphones in, that's what I was listening to. Like I redid my desk that I'm recording on right now. We redid it, and while Vic was at work, and there was a day where it was like a hot ass Friday where I was just sanding and scraping off the old Mod Podge and shit that was on here, and I was just listening to the album, letting it fuel me. Mad
That's amazing.
I would be doing that shit, check Twitter, get mad at all the lies and the bullshit,
Yeah.
and then just get back to the desk.
I want to fight someone to this. I want to fight someone to this album.
This shit'll get you ready to mob at these charlatans. Fuck the bullshit.
Wow.
I just like that. Like I feel like most people wouldn't use the word charlatan in a rap song
Ever, yeah.
And then when LP says it, he says it at the as the last word in the last line of his verse, and then he echoes it into the beat. Like it's like charlatan, charlatan, charlatan. It echoes like it's such a strange.
Reinforce it, man. See through the lies.
Like it's a great word to describe the people that he's talking about, but it's just it feels like a like a proper word to me. It was
Yeah.
funny to hear him use it. But also we talked about him using like razzle dazzle and
Yeah.
the old razzle dazzle. Yeah, Nick,
the old razzle
you were
dazzle?
saying you didn't see where he said, oh, Leo's barking. You were saying that you didn't see in LP's verse in Yankee and the Brave where he says, "Now Michael, run like you hungry and get your ass in the ride."
Yeah.
Because that's the thing.
Wait,
they have like just like super political, like I'll punch a fucking hole in the wall rap, but sprinkled in is just like hilarious one-liners
like
or like
jokes.
couplets and shit.
Yeah, they're mixture
I don't get the
of
Michael reference.
Killer Mike. It's LP and Killer Mike. So he says, "So Michael, run like you're hungry and get your ass in the ride." He's talking to Killer Mike.
The granddad running in the alley outside. The Michael run like you hungry and get your ass in a ride. I'd rather have and not need you than watch your rotten demise. And you still owe me, but I'm nice. You do not get to
Like the other part of the duo. Like
Okay.
There's another song on the album where it's Out of Sight where Killer Mike says something like ain't no duo mean as Jay Moline and Michael Render.
Ain't a team as mean and clean as Jay Moline and Michael Render. TV got no temperature. Even if it did, bitch, we cool.
Mike.
Yeah.
Something like that. But Jay Moline is LP. His name's Jamie Moline. And then Michael Render is Killer Mike.
That's something they do multiple times. They not just on this album, but in their discography, and it's hard every time when they say like they end a rap verse with their actual names. Every time I'm like, oh shit. I think on this one it says something about
I'm like, oh
Yeah.
hell yeah.
They're like BFFs, and it's super cute. But they're like, fuck the government, kill everyone. It's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, Kill Your Masters off of is that
RTJ4?
Is that 2 or 3? Is that 3? Yeah.
That's 3.
Because he references it in this album where he says, "And I told you before that you should kill your masters." Now that's the line that's probably gonna get my ass shot or something like that.
I really want one of those shirts that say "Kill Your Masters."
Yeah,
I love those.
I
Wait,
love
what does it say? Does it say "Kill Your Masters"?
Yeah.
Like the like
Nice.
kill your masters, like the powers that be fucking over the people.
Yeah.
I love
Hope the
I
FBI
love
doesn't
an
get a
ooh
hold
la
of this
la.
one, boys.
Honestly, it might be what like got me to enjoy the song. One, I really like when he says, "When we talk, we Kalishnikov, keep us in your thoughts."
Looking for M's like I lost a friend. Jump out of my bed like where the bread. You go hold the egg. Way to bring the check. When we talk, we Kalishnikov. Keep us in your thoughts. Fully dressed at the crack of dawn. Weapons heading off. I can hear them from the block. See them creeping.
That's LP in his verse. But I really like the whole start to Killer Mike's verse on the song. I think his first verse where he says, first of all, fuck the fucking law. We is fucking raw. Steak tartare, oysters on the half shell, sushi bar.
But I am the guy. First of all, fuck the fucking law. We is fucking raw. Steak tartare, oysters on the half shell, sushi bar. Like a bitch and the pussy fish. Still fuck the raw. I'm a dog. I'm a dirty dog. Ha 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 ha. Oh, dirty bastard. Go.
Just like the rhythm of it right there is so good. It's just instantly hooked in. I'm like, oh, okay. It's like on Rolling Jules 3. I can't remember what song where he says, Shamalama Doomalama, danger dick, I'll do your mama.
Yeah.
That's he's got a verse where he starts out like that. And I'm just like, yeah, I love Call Ticketron. And that verse, I'm just like, oh, okay.
It just takes someone as skilled and just like what's the word, weathered, like just someone who's done it for that long as Killer Mike. And like LP makes the beats, so I guess he kind of has to know the flow to him. And he's been doing it for forever too. Like he has.
Yeah, they both had their independent careers for like 2 decades, and then they had one of them had a producer friend who like told Mike, "Hey, your next album, get this guy I know named LP on it." And since then, they were just like, "I don't want to work with any other like rapper producer. Like we're gonna be doing this shit," and that's. Now they put out 4 just incredible,
amazing albums.
Yeah, incredible.
I listened to every RTJ album today, so I can't remember if it was on RTJ4 or not. But there's a line in one of the songs from one of the albums. I can't even remember which one. But Killer Mike says something about like you say this is the best beat of all time. Well, it's not produced by LP, so like
I think it's off of 2, but I don't know what song that is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't even remember the line verbatim. I just know the gist of it, and I was like, "Hell yes, man! Shout your boy out."
Dude, they have like
RTJ
the best
connoisseurs.
bromance, especially like once they're back to touring and you see them on each other's social medias.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they have very different social media presences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't follow either of them, so fill me in.
It's funny. Well, Mike, he just it's bizarre. He's like one of those celebrities who just like doesn't give a fuck, and he'll just post what like he'll make like 12 posts in a day, and they're just whatever. Sometimes they're a meme. Sometimes they're like, I'm at this charity event, and then the next one's like a strip club where he's at it with his wife. It's crazy.
But he's also like a large civil rights activist and political activist in Atlanta. Like he was super close with Bernie Sanders, and like
I remember that.
Tried
the 2016 campaign.
Tried to do all sorts of like reform with him, and then LP is like kind of serious, kind of cynical, mostly just kind of funny. And
he's funny as hell.
Yeah. Coincidentally, like Jamie and I saw his wife like
do stand up.
Yeah, do
as an opener for
a
Alex
concert.
Cameron.
Like we didn't even know it until afterwards, and I found like I followed her on Instagram, and I saw like a picture of her and LP together, and I was like, what? And then I clicked on it, and it was like the anniversary of their wedding was why she.
Yeah, they've been married for like 10
like,
years or some shit, right?
Huh?
That was also the night where
but...
Russell Crowe came on stage and introduced the band.
Yeah, that whole concert
it was a fever
like
dream. That whole it was a fucking fever dream. It was. We were in a dark room with like 200 people max, and Russell Crowe was there introducing the band. We saw Holiday Sidewinder, an Australian pop singer, and that was also a fever dream.
It sounds like
it was one of the
she
previous guests on this podcast.
Yeah, and Zach was like,
Adam almost. Oh wait, Zach almost danced with who?
She almost like danced on Zach, and he was just like, and like,
wait,
no,
the pop singer I was just talking about, Holiday Sidewinder.
Oh, okay. Sorry. That's still crazy though.
It was that whole night was a fucking fever dream. Maybe those tacos
That's
were laced.
Awesome. Maybe.
True. White Duck Taco.
It's the first night I had
Scary
White Duck.
Oh my gosh.
Yo, conspiracies.
Dude, we went to Asheville.
Dude,
White Duck Taco is
good.
Insanely good.
I had them for the first time that night, and then when me and Vic took our like Christmas vacation weekend to Asheville, we were there like 48 hours, and we had those tacos 3 times, I think.
Dude,
they're so
their tacos
good.
are so
oh my
good.
God, they're so good.
Have
no
you ever
right
had
to be
them,
that
David?
good.
I've never had
Dude,
them. No,
you gotta,
David, you're missing out.
I don't know
If you
where
ever- like a shrimp and
Rougemont
grits
is, but
taco.
if y'all make it wherever the hell Rougemont is, if it's near Asheville, y'all gotta get White Duck.
No,
Wait, dude, are
Rougemont
you
is like
moving-
right in Raleigh.
Oh,
Are you moving also?
Yeah, it's like in between Raleigh and Greensboro.
Bro, you kind of just doxed him, Jamie. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, bro.
No, Rougemont is.
It's St. Paul and the Broken Bones are coming. They're doing
the band.
a tour.
The band that me, Jamie, David, and Adam saw together, St. Paul and the Broken Bones. They're having a concert in Rougemont or possibly Rogemont. Probably Rougemont.
No, it's Rougemont for sure.
Okay,
it's French.
North
yeah.
Carolina.
So you're not moving to Rougemont, David?
No, I'm not moving there. I'll be in Greensboro for a while. We got a house.
Oh,
for
hell
next
yeah.
year,
That's-
so.
Woo!
Yeah, dude,
That's what
so-
I got confused about.
Yeah, no.
My
I'll be
bad,
here.
my bad.
But back to this album, I suppose.
Back to the album, yes.
Dude,
I wasn't low key. I was not done with Yankee and the Brave. I just want to say one thing. Towards the end,
yeah.
there's this little like piano, I guess, elevation
Mhm.
where it goes note by note, and to me, it always sounds like that like psycho sound where it's like re, you know.
Oh yeah.
But it gets higher in pitch, and I always think some bad shit's about to happen. Which it's LP Killer Mike. They're here to fuck shit up.
Yeah.
And I'm a huge fan of that little step up elevation.
Mm-hmm.
My brother made a point, so out the back door I'ma slide. A chubby husky thigh scrubbing, fucking up my Levi's. So crooked copper got the dropper, I put lead in his eye. Plus we heard he murdered a black child.
Tone sound or whatever.
Oh, I just
You
wanted
know what I'm
to.
talking about?
I don't think so off the top of my head, but next time I listen to it, which will probably be after this, I'll
Every time I listen
I'll
to it,
notice
I'm
it.
like, big brain
gotta
right
point
here,
it out.
boys.
Dude, I really like the outro to that song.
It's babe.
Yeah,
which is
that's where it hits.
Album. Yeah, Yankee and the Brave are here. Everybody hit the deck. We don't mean no harm, but we truly mean all the disrespect. 4.
Yankee and the Brave are here. Everybody hit the deck. We don't mean no harm, but we truly mean all the disrespect. 4.
4.
And then it goes into ooh la la.
Yeah.
Ooh la 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 wee.
Nick, you were talking about Out of Sight, right?
Yeah. But
Dude,
real quick,
that's
one of my favorite lines that has grown on me that hasn't been my favorite line all the time in Yankee and the Brave, but it's almost a small line when LP says, "I didn't get my degree in how to smoke weed till I'm blind, so you can ruin my high." That's like that's
Jewel
just
Runner doing you by.
That's just a fantastic example of their humor wrapped up in the politically charged message and like their anger and just like witty insult.
Yeah,
it's just
they have their own strain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
do
really
they?
wanna,
Yeah.
I just want to look at it, you know.
Yeah, just just look at it.
Just look at it.
I just want to look
at it from a distance.
You know.
Yeah, just look at it.
You want to like
maybe if I'm ever in Colorado, you know.
We need like
you could take a closer look.
We can. Yeah.
Close look at it.
But I guess I really like another one of those lines that I was talking about that I always like it when I hear it is the in Out of Sight. Oh my god, I just burped right into the mic. I'm gonna have to edit that one.
I'm sorry. Wait, Jamie, are we just jumping tracks to track?
Not well. I have a lot of notes for the album.
I have a note with Ooh La La.
Oh, okay.
Go for
it.
Ready?
For it.
You go
ready?
for it. Yeah, you go for it.
Okay. The line that says "I used to love Bruce, but living my vida loca," I thought was so fucking genius.
Yeah, that's like, Mike. That's Mike says that, right?
I used to love Bruce, but living my vida loca. Help me understand, I'm probably more of a joke. When we usher in chaos, just know that we did it smile. Cannibals on this island, inmates run the asylum.
Yeah, Mike says it.
Time?
You say the whole thing.
I used to love Bruce, but living my vida loca. Help me understand, I'm probably more of a Joker. He's making a Batman reference.
Yeah, Batman
and
weirdly enough, Ricky
Bruce Wayne and like the Joker. And I was like, how the fuck did these guys come up with this?
It's so
that's so genius.
Yes, they're just really good at writing, and their flows are always like so on the money.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Suck Run the Jules Dick podcast.
Yeah, honestly,
welcome to the.
Hey, Killer Mike LP, hit us up, boys.
But he so what I was gonna say in out of Mike.
Wow.
Out of sight.
Mike.
He says my motherfucking Uzi weighs a ton. Hit the drum till you hear it go brum pum pum pum, and then there's like some drum hits in there. Oh, it's.
Is that an Ooh La La?
No, it's in Out of Sight. It's in Out of Sight.
My motherfucking Uzi weighs a ton. Hit the drum till you hear it go brum pum pum pum. Run, piety just really isn't.
Okay, I was about to say, Out of Sight might be my favorite song on the album.
It's a good one for sure.
It's top 3.
The beat, the beat in the background.
Yeah.
Like
the beat is really.
He makes incredible, really like just crazy beats sometimes.
Yeah,
all of the beats are made by him.
I love
Jordan.
I love Out of Sight because it has that same kind of punchy nature that Yankee and the Brave does. I hate using a word like punchy to describe a beat as hard as Out of Sight or Yankee and the Brave.
It's a hard hitting,
but it's very punctual in a sense. Like it's just like. Dun 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 dun, and like the music kind of cuts out between the hits, and they use a voice in that beat in Out of Sight that's just that LP like plays with the pitch of. It's just wild.
Yeah,
it's phenomenal.
Yeah, dude, I like
and then the 2 Chainz verse at the end. Great,
very funny.
I buy a hot dog stand if I'm trying to be frank.
Trying to get ranked. I buy a hot dog stand if I'm trying to be frank. Just left the hospital making sure my nigga was straight and sent
Frank.
Incredible. Hello, Mr.
He's
Big
incredible,
Safe. I really like the and I guess it's like the chorus or whatever where it says RTJ and then like what you say.
Yeah, yeah, the little like
gets me a little hype. It says I don't give a fuck out of sight.
I love. There's a line that says "Vegan bitches feed them dick because they don't eat no steak and lobster."
I know, like it's just so much funny shit that they just
fantastic, dude.
And so much of it is so easy to miss. That's why I like to listen to their songs so much. Is because, like how Nick was saying, like earlier tonight, he said he caught that line about them. So Michael, run like you hungry. Like I will hear songs for like the 20th time, and I go, oh, I haven't noticed that one before.
Yeah. I love it. It's so good, man.
But the beat, I think this is my favorite beat on the album. It's like,
it's good.
I just love it. Like this is one I heard immediately, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be a good song.
Okay, I'm in. I'm sold. Okay.
I was like,
What?
It's like, let's go.
Let's go.
Like, let's go.
Hey.
Let's go. And then I would say that probably Holy Calamafuck is where it starts to get a little more really into it. The we live in a society aspect. Like hang on, do I have it pulled up? Yeah. Where he the start of LP's it's the start of LP's verse where he says, "Hey, we forever ever Jaimito y Michael D. Render."
Yeah,
That's
dude.
so sick every time.
Jaimito.
Michael D. Render. The pyrotechnics, the old razzle dazzlers.
Right.
With the magic bean imbibers, the green giant of rhyme contrivers. Like,
hey, we forever ever Jaimito y Michael D. Render. The pyrotechnocrats, the old razzle dazzlers, the magic bean imbibers, the green giant of the rhyme contrivers, supreme violence at a time describers.
Say the magic bean and vibers.
The magic bean imbibers.
Oh, magic bean.
Like they intake the
bean.
Magic bean. The green giant of the rhyme contrivers. Who the hell says contrivers in a rap verse?
No one, dude. No
Who says
one.
that regularly?
Contrivers.
But yeah, he just said that shit. So I always love the first start of that. I mean, it's like he keeps basically the same rhyme scheme the entire verse. Like the whole time.
Yeah.
He always has the sound at the end, which is, and then it says, "I think I got the case of the Mondays on fire." Right at the end. That's where
And
where
then
my intro
the
came
beat
from.
goes fucking hard.
Oh,
yes, dude.
Yeah, so I always enjoy Holy Calamafuck, but especially in LP's next verse, the start of that one, the beat's good. Hindenburgum woo, get 'em, burn 'em woo. But he says, later on, he says, "Pass that shit, Mike, I have to insist it. Reality sucks dick, how's that for wisdom?"
Ghost up, no resistance. Pass the shit, Mike. I have to insist it. Reality sucks dick. How's that for wisdom? Lick the toe back like delicious. Time elves wave to me off in the distance. Hey, little guy, I'm just walking through from another.
Yeah.
That's a hard line. That is a hard
And then the
line.
whole section after that, lick the toad's back like delicious. The time elves wave to me off in the distance. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, well,
Say lick the toes delicious.
Yeah, so according to the Genius annotation, there's like the toads that have the slime that's kind of like DMT, and that's what he's talking about. Yeah, and then he's tripping, seeing time elves right after he drops a bar like reality sucks dick. How's that for wisdom?
Yeah.
You said toads.
Yes.
Not toes.
Yeah.
Like the frog.
I thought you meant toes, like appendage toes.
No, just because we're not into the same shit you're into, Jordan.
I'm not into it. That's why I thought it was weird.
Freudian hearing slip, mayhaps.
Hey yo.
Hey yo.
Hey,
Fetish check.
Yeah.
Hey yo.
Let's go.
Oh, dude.
Oh,
but then
Sorry,
the last part of Mike's verse, I love the rhythm of that section.
PTSD streets did the damage, kept me in hammock, laid back with tanners. Get me fucked up, it be calamity. I'ma come through and leave some damage. I say I'm somebody called ambulance or ambulances. It's out of chances. Fuck that weak shit, you be bantering. You're common cold and my flows are cancerous.
Where it builds and builds and builds. Where he talks about, I think the beat escalation really starts around where he says PTSD streets did the damage, keep me in a hammock, laid back with cannons. And then it's like, okay. And then he says, he ends it, and it goes kind of crazy again. And then there's like, I love the transition from the end of this song with, is it a kid? Like who?
Yeah, I think it's a kid.
I think it's a kid, right?
They got a kid to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was like, take that mother, and then it starts with Goonies versus E.T., which is a song that
Maybe if I had another chance. Yeah.
I never remember. Like, that's the one where I don't know the title of it, but I know the song.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so that's always a weird thing for me. But it's, baby, if I had another chance, I would give another chance to you.
It's so good too, man.
Mm-hmm. Yet again, a great track.
They don't miss.
They don't miss. Oh, I just smacked my desk. I'm gonna have to deal with that.
Ooh, baby.
Ooh, baby.
But yes, dude. Goonies versus E.T.
Mm-hmm.
Which, like, the title, I was like, why? Goonies versus E.T. But
I mean, they were both kind of made like
around the same time.
Yeah. Same era. That's what I was thinking.
It starts with "Egad, you heard of these lads."
For you. Hey. 1, 2. Egad, you heard of these lads? The myth, how we made a grip, never rode dick. Truly the Cadillac, I had to contract L's on a quick.
Stick 'em up, slick, talking no tricks.
It's the funniest shit. Finally, the money up in print on the kid.
Egad.
Who uses Egad?
Like, crazy.
That is some old school stuff.
Egad, man.
Egad. And then Howie made a grip, never wrote dick.
Howie made a grip, never rode dick. Truly the Cadillac of how to contract L's on the quick.
Bro.
L's on the quick. Dang, that's a hard line.
They go hard, bro.
Shit for odds, baby. Living in a one chance LARP.
Live action role play?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, but that's LP's whole first verse is it's really good the whole time. But so Michael's Killer Michael, his verses his verses normally feel just like a little bit harder, and then LP's are like, because LP wasn't in a gang in Atlanta.
No.
So he just is more of like an observational cynic kind of in his so he starts off, it's the funniest shit, finally got the money up and print on the kid and the planet hit skids. Like, as soon as he like made it after like 3 decades of trying, we got climate crisis, fascism's back on the rise, like political instability, like basically all of that. Living in the valley of flames like I win, skyline ablaze like a Bob Ross pig. Talking about climate change. But I love his last part of his verse. Fuck y'all got another planet on stash, far from the fact of the flames of our trash. That is not snow, it is ash, and you gotta know, the past got a wrath, it's a lover gone mad, but I promise. And then it goes back into the chorus.
Fuck y'all got another planet on stash, far from the fact of the flames of our trash. That is not snow, it is ash, and you gotta know the past got a wrath, it's a lover gone mad, but I promise.
Baby, if I had another chance, I would give another chance to you.
But it's just
if I had another chance, I would give another chance to you.
Shit.
Ooh.
Basically, the entirety of Wally summed up in 4 lines.
Yeah, honestly.
Wait.
What a reference though.
Bro,
Shout out to Wally.
I forgot
whatever he's
I
doing.
kind of forgot the plot of Wally, so please don't kind of like pre-spoil it for me again, because I really want to.
You gotta watch it.
Well, it's just like Wally's like the little robot dealing with all like the human trash, while the like.
No, he knows. He was just saying.
I know who Wally is. I just don't remember the exact relationship that him and Eve have in the movie.
Oh, I don't remember that, but I just remember the
buddies, dude.
Yeah, dude, they were straight up.
They were smashing on the.
Kind of like Remy and Colette.
Yeah. That's
Wait, Remy from what?
Ratatouille?
Yeah.
That's her name?
I think Colette is the French chef woman's name. What's his name? Linguini? What is it? The main character?
Linguini.
The guy?
Wait, why'd you say Remy?
Huh?
Yeah, his name's Linguini.
It's something like that.
Is it really?
See, Jordan, I was making a joke that the rat and the woman were hooking up.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think Remy had a significant other that whole.
It was
that
the
whole
woman.
Honestly,
It's
right?
like the B movie, right?
No, it's not like the.
Imagine your wife or girlfriend leaving you for a bee.
Dude,
Bro, it's literally
that's the dream.
Jerry Seinfeld, dude. Who would not leave a Jerry Seinfeld bee?
Yeah,
for
you know
your
what?
husband?
You know what?
Okay.
You know what Jerry Seinfeld says about Jerry Seinfeld?
You like jazz?
He
What?
loves black people.
I don't get that joke.
You
You
haven't
like
seen the clip
jazz?
of him just saying that?
No.
No.
It's bizarre.
Out of like nowhere, or is there a context? I feel like there's a little bit less of a context you're telling us right
I don't know.
now.
It could have been. Never mind. I'm not gonna get into Seinfeld shit.
Anyways,
I don't really
think
know.
it's Seinfeld. I don't think it was on Seinfeld.
I know there was
Seinfeld and like
there was a scandal where the guy who played Kramer said called someone the N-word who was heckling him at a comedy show.
Yeah,
but
what?
I was gonna say maybe it was like
maybe it was in response to that being like I'm not with him. I don't know, maybe, but that's just a very funny clip to see.
Yeah.
Oh, Kramer.
Wow. What a segue!
Well,
that was
that's
great.
A departure. But then the mic has another like just incredibly hard vibe on same song. What was it? Goonies. Especially,
Goonies
but
versus E.T.
especially,
You always forget it.
I always love the last part of his verse on this one. Got a fire high temper, find it hard to chill. I'm a lifetime member. Fuck that fuck shit. Me and Jamie versus y'all with a knife and a musket. May our tombstones read they were nothing to fuck with. And then LP comes back and says, please say this shit again, Mike. And he says, nothing to fuck with.
Got a fly hot temper, find it hard to chill. I'm a lifetime member. Fuck that fuck shit. Me and Jamie versus y'all with a knife and a musket. May our tombstones read they were nothing to fuck with.
Please say this shit again, Mike.
Nothing to fuck with.
And like that's the end of the song. Hard every time.
That's the hardest shit, man. Like, imagine running up on these guys and they have a fucking knife and a musket.
Me and Jamie versus y'all with a knife and a musket.
Bro, if I ran up on them, I'd quit. I'd die.
I also just love that's like a personal mantra of mine. Fuck that fuck shit.
Yeah.
I love that. Shit. Absolutely. Quit the bullshit.
Absolutely, man.
Quit the bullshit.
Quit the bullshit.
Anyways, need to not do that.
What's the segue to the next
Jordan,
one?
how did you feel about walking in the snow?
I always get caught in the rain. I think this was the one that when we heard it in the this is the one when we heard it live. It was like the one that you guys said was a lot like crazier live.
Yeah,
right?
Because he says make my voice okay. Yeah, we can get into that later, but you can finish your thought. Yeah, it's crazy live.
I was gonna say the beat's really good. I like the girl that's like I can't remember exactly how it goes, but like it's like and I'm walking in the snow.
Yeah, just got done walking in the snow. God damn, that motherfucker's cold.
Walking in the snow, goddamn that motherfucker cold. Just got done walking in the snow, goddamn that motherfucker cold. Just got done walking in the snow, goddamn that motherfucker cold.
Yeah, I really like the chorus one. I can't remember like a lot of the lyrics, but I know I liked this. This was probably up there in one of the. I think I liked this song too, and it was one of the ones that I liked. I liked a lot off the album.
Yeah,
as well.
This one is this one's easily my favorite song by them.
Really?
Yeah.
On this album or just ever?
Overall, like their entire work. I love this song.
Oh.
It's because like we were talking about how they're so like charged. This is like things I felt my entire life that then like were put down on paper by especially LP's verse. But I love like the flow, especially starting off with the like. I didn't believe that it was words until I read them at first. Like the first few times I heard this song, but what LP says, just get a dose of dirty code to go. Been cold since co-flow. He says that.
Get a dose of dirty code to go. Been cold since cold flow. Got a wire to enlarge and I'll set a fire down below.
It's bizarre how he says that. It just sounds like a bunch of consonants, like he's speaking like a Cyrillic language. But I love it. And then like Jordan was saying, the chorus incredible. Who does the vocals for that?
The background vocals. The
background
vocals.
The background vocals?
The background
Yeah.
vocals? That was from where we were watching. Yeah, that was the originating night of the background vocals.
Yeah,
that was also the night we discovered Deep Eddies.
I may have been a little more intoxicated than I intended to be, and when I tried to say background vocals, I said background vocals, and then I tried to say it again, but instead of actually correctly saying it, I just said it way louder the same way.
You said it multiple times, and you just weren't catching the air at all.
And I just couldn't say it the right way,
and Jordan is still latched onto it. Jordan is still on that shit.
It was so funny.
It was funny.
It's very funny.
It was funny.
There's also something else. I can't remember now what you said.
Yeah,
You
there
also
was a
said something
second
else
one that you fucked up, but I don't remember.
It was like a sunshine or something.
Yeah,
or,
it was
like
less
bright
impressive. It was less impressive.
That's the only one.
Yeah.
I remember.
Well, you were
I know.
on the floor of my bathroom.
Whoa! Allegedly.
I need the deets. I need the deets.
Oh.
But
this is post podcast conversation.
So like I was saying, this fucking impeccable verse of LPs, Jamie Moline, if you will.
Ooh.
But it starts off where he says, you in the wrong mode, you open and closing your hole, it's a no-go. This whole world's a shit moat, filled to the brim like a Gitmo. That's hard.
Gitmo.
All oppression's born of lies. I don't make the rules, I'm just one guy. All due respect, if getting spit on, it says, with all due respect, getting spit on is how respect is now defined. Hungry for truth, but you got screwed and drank the Kool-Aid, there's a line. It ends directly at the edge of a mass grave, that's their design.
No, all oppression's born of lies. I don't make the rules, I'm just one guy. All due respect of getting spit on is how respect is now defined. Hungry for truth, but you got screwed and drank the Kool-Aid, there's a line. It ends directly at the edge of a mass grave, that's their design.
Already incredible. Exactly. You know, if you're blindly following, drinking the Kool-Aid, if one will. So that's something I've already felt a lot of in my life, increasingly more in the last couple of years. And then I always love the funny fact about a cage, they're never built for just one group. So when that cage is done with them and you're still poor, it comes for you. The newest lowest on the totem, well golly gee, you have been used. You help to fuel the death machine that down the line will kill you too.
Funny fact about a cage, they're never built for just one group. So when that cage is done with them and you still poor, it come for you. The newest lowest on the totem, well golly gee, you have been used. You have to build a death machine that down the line will kill you too.
And then, I mean, just, so that also, incredible, that's like the, it has a similar essence of the guy who was like a Holocaust survivor that talked about like when they came for whoever, I didn't do anything. When they came for the other group, and then he was like, when they came for me, I no one left.
Yeah.
It's the same kind of thing. But yeah, so that was one of the ones where the first album I was listening, like the first time listening to the album, I was like, okay, fuck yeah. But then something that I felt the entire time that this was and is still happening, pseudo-Christians, y'all indifferent, kids in prisons ain't a sin shit. If even one scrap of what Jesus taught connected, you'd feel different. What a disingenuous way to piss away existence, I don't get it. I'd say you lost your goddamn minds if y'all possessed one to begin with.
Pseudo-Christians, y'all are different. Kids in prisons ain't a sin shit. Even one scrap of what Jesus taught connected, you'd feel different. What a disingenuous way to piss away existence, I don't get it. I say you lost your goddamn minds if y'all possess one to begin with.
Bro.
That shit is icy and 100% true. That is something I've been mad about growing up in, rural North Carolina, being surrounded by pseudo-Christians. That's something I've just felt because I've talked at length ad nauseum about the church I was raised in, how it was very I feel like the most accurate representation of the message of the Bible. And then just seeing how twisted and fucked up people make religion, which can be a good thing if used properly, but just seeing.
Oh, I thought you were saying it's a good thing how they can twist it.
No.
The way you worded that.
Yeah. I get what you mean. No, religion, it can be helpful if you fucking read it properly and understand context. But if it's just radicalized by people who just use it to shit on people and play shit down. And they just turn a blind
people.
eye. It's not even just white people. It's
rural.
It's predominantly, but that's the thing is it's not even rural. It's in cities. It's just people. It's just the same thing that the Catholic Church did. Back when you could pay for indulgences
I grew up Catholic,
to buy your way to heaven. It makes me so mad because they're such potentially good that people just want power, and so they just fuck over everyone.
Yeah. And this whole song
makes me so mad. Yeah, and that's what
this whole song is about. That it's about racism. It's about how it's hard to be someone of color, how it's hard to listen to this bullshit religion, how they twist it up and tangle it, and just brainwash people.
Yeah,
to get the power.
It's all about just like being like just subservient to whatever and blindly.
Yeah.
And then Mike's verse, he talks about the poverty to prison pipeline, which is, Google it if you don't know what that is. Google it.
Poverty prison.
We're radicalizing people here, all right?
We are.
Especially where he says, and every day on the evening news, they feed your fear for free, and you're so numb you watch the cops choke out a man like me until my voice goes from a shriek to whisper, I can't breathe.
Score in the lowest, and usually the lowest scores the poorest, and they look like me. And every day on the evening news, they feed your fear for free. And you so numb, you watch the cops choke out a man like me until my voice goes from a shriek to whisper, I can't breathe.
And that's where, when we were watching it live, Jordan, then he just like, they just cut everything, and it was silent for like 30 or 40 seconds, where we were just like, holy shit.
Yeah, and
like talk about driving a point home.
They have a close zoom of Killer Mike's face while snow is falling in the background.
Yeah, and then they made that song before like all of the events that transpired in Minnesota.
Like, I think I heard they made it like 2 or 3 years before anything happened.
And then what a surprise!
It happens, and
if you don't reform and defund, then this is what happens. But so then he says, and you sit in the house, but there's no pause here, and so it's just like hammering it home, like line after line, where he says, and you sit in the house on couch and watch it on TV. The most you give is a Twitter rant, call it a tragedy, but truly the travesty. You've been robbed of your empathy, replaced it with apathy. I wish I could magically fast forward the future so then you can face it and see how fucked up it'll be.
You sit there in house on couch and watch it on TV. The most you give is a Twitter rant and call it a tragedy. But truly the travesty, you've been robbed of your empathy, replaced it with apathy. I wish I could magically fast forward the future so then you can face it and see how fucked up it'll be. I promise I'm honest, they coming for you the day after they coming for me.
But he ends the verse with, and I made it like in Illustrator. I made it as like a desktop background that I have as one of my backgrounds. Yeah.
Viral tweet alert.
Oh yeah.
Ayo.
Oh shit, I forgot. I tweeted that.
Forgot about that.
It blew the fuck. Like, I got like, I think it's got like 700 likes on it or something. It was crazy blowing up.
Dude, that's the only thing I remember whenever you.
That shit was crazy. But he says, Dick Gregory told me a couple of secrets before he lay down in his grave. All of us serving the masters, all of us nothing but slaves. Never forget, in the story of Jesus, the hero was killed by the state.
Further than you know, the evil don't sleep. Dick Gregory told me a couple of secrets before he lay down in his grave. All of us serve the same masters, all of us nothing but slaves. Never forget, in the story of Jesus, the hero was killed by the state.
Just got done walking in the...
Bro, you can't get colder than that.
You can't,
dude.
like, that shit hits... Like
so hard.
Every checkbox in my brain that I enjoy, that it checks all of them. It fucking off the chart. And I love that so much.
That kind of ties in what LP was saying about like pseudo Christianity and like even in the story that so many of those people idolize, that the hero of their story was still killed by the state, by the powers oppressing the masses of people that are being exploited for the good of the few who are in power, and like it makes it even harder to argue against the ideas and the points that they have.
Yeah, it's insane. It's terrifying. I connect more with Killer Mike's verse there, the second verse. Probably because I'm colored and, I see the shit all the time, every day. But the way he just ends it with that, I'm like, if you haven't woken up by the time you listen to that verse, I'm sorry. You have a lot to look into.
Yeah, you got a lot of walls to break down.
You gotta wake up, bro. And it's awesome.
If it doesn't like make you feel and just like get it, like it's the age old thing of if you're not angry, you're not paying attention.
Yeah, yeah. And then they go into verse 3.
Yeah.
Verse 3 goes so hard. Just, I mean, I don't even know, man. It's so good. After they say all that, they're like, so who's really going to run with us? Who's really going to like stick up with us and our ideals? God, it's so good. I love this album. I'm manifesting all of this energy.
It's amazing. It's so good. I love it so much. Yeah, it's probably, I mean, easily like top 3 of their songs overall, if not like number 1 for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they go so hard at the end there. Mm-hmm. Fuck, man.
Yeah, I don't know if it's top 3 for me. Like, in a lyrical category, it's definitely top 3. Like, top 3 messages of the songs that they have, it's definitely up there. But like, some of LP's beats, man, they just suck me in. Like,
yeah,
for real.
Like we were talking about Out of Sight, like just wild.
Dude, Out of Sight's a good one.
It's so good. He always just comes up with more and more like crazy shit that still really works really well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I still also think it's like I know some people do it, but it's still kind of crazy that he produces his own beats and then also raps as well. Like, I know Kanye is probably the biggest example of that.
Yeah, because Kanye kind of, we talked about it a little bit last week, but like Kanye kind of ushered in that, like, it was unheard of at the time. Like, it was like a rag to call someone a what is it, rapper producer?
Yeah.
And then Kanye was just like, fuck you.
Yeah, I'll do it both.
Yeah. And so it's always so impressive to me.
It's awesome.
It's like seeing like someone like John Mayer sing and play like super intricate, like finger picking guitar patterns and shit. That always blows my mind. I just can't fathom that. Yeah,
the talent is ridiculous.
Yep.
Who's John and what is he mayor of? Banger tweet alert! Banger tweet alert!
Oh man!
Just kidding. I don't think that one got as many likes, but it's okay.
That's a good one. You should tweet it again. See where it goes.
Yeah, do it again.
I'll just retweet it.
Yeah. See if you can blow it up.
Yeah. See if I can blow it up from before.
Nick.
Anyway,
Nick, did you like the Kurt Vonnegut reference on Just?
I did. I didn't notice that until I read the lyrics, and then I was like, well, "What does he say? Vonnegut punch your Atlas shrug."
Got a Vonnegut punch for your dude. Atlas shrug.
And then when I read about the lyrics and realized what Atlas shrug was in reference to, and how Vonnegut's writing, Vonnegut was kind of like, he would write a lot of satire about America and their ideas, and he was I think he was a socialist himself, and the Vonnegut punch your Atlas shrug. Atlas shrug was a book written by Ayn Rand. And a lot of her ideas are like, take care of yourself at the expense of other people. Like, according to the few,
she's got a lot of like, people think that it's woke, but it's just like capitalist shit.
Yeah, according to the couple sources that I read, it was like a lot of her ideas and books are kind of the source or inspiration of a fair amount of like a right wing, like borderline conspiracy ideology, and that was I enjoy that Vonnegut punch your Atlas shrug, because he was utilizing one of my favorite authors' ideas and like platform to attack political beliefs that I don't agree with. So it kind of hit home once I actually did read it and like realized that he was talking about Kurt Vonnegut.
Who's Kurt Vonnegut again?
He wrote Slaughterhouse-5, Cat's Cradle. Like, those are his biggest books.
Was there Slaughterhouse-4, 3?
There was not.
2,
but Slaughterhouse-5 is a great... I'm not even... It's a great sci-fi satire, humorous novel.
I actually picked it up at a bookstore here recently. I haven't read it, but I'm trying
I've
to
got
read
it right here.
That's the one I... Yeah.
I didn't even know you read that much, Nick.
I haven't read a book, like a complete book, in years. But this is probably my favorite book of all time, just because...
What does a complete book look like? What do you...
I mean, just like...
Maybe like half a book?
No. Like a book from cover to cover. Like, I haven't finished a book in I don't know how long. I watch a lot of movies.
High school.
Didn't you get the Maddie Matheson's
the cookbook? Yes. I do love
bro,
that.
Front to back. It's fantastic.
Yeah. Wait, do you have it too?
Back to back.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Anna got it for me.
Nice.
And I was like, sick.
I've made a fair amount of stuff out of it.
What?
What you gonna do, huh?
What things have I made?
I'll reach through the screen.
Wait.
What you gonna do, huh?
No, what have you made out of it?
Let's see.
I don't know what I made.
I made some.
Nothing.
I made one of the salads.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, I did too,
Yeah.
and I didn't love it, but I think I screwed it up somehow.
Kind of like the radishes.
No, yeah,
You screwed up the radishes?
Yeah, well, okay. It says like a tablespoon of crushed garlic. I minced a tablespoon of garlic and put it in there, and I think that that added too much garlic surface area.
Yeah, because if you crush it, or if you mince it, it breaks down a lot smaller than if you just like knife crush
it.
And
this time I just crushed a clove. I pickled another quart of radishes today to see how they'll turn out, and I just crushed a clove and put it in there. So we'll see.
That'd probably be a lot better if that was your issue.
I also pickled some onions with a little bit of white vinegar, some red wine vinegar, and then a little bit of citrus champagne vinegar. So we'll see how they turn out.
Boys, are we chefs?
It's crazy how you can make anything into a vinegar.
I made a blueberry cobbler last Friday.
Let's go.
It was great.
Oh man,
I
made a carbonara. I showed you guys that.
Yeah,
carbonara.
dude, I love carbonara. I love egg where egg shouldn't be. You know?
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Carbonara, egg on a burger, goated. I love it.
Honey mustard on a burger. Sorry, I had to.
Absolutely.
Egg and ramen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Oh.
Yes, I have eaten and love ramen.
Yeah, I love ramen.
Wait.
Yes, back to Just.
Oh God, we're already at 56 minutes. Oh no.
I know.
We're living it up, boys.
I know.
It's a great party.
So Just, I've already talked a lot. I love Rage Against the Machine, so I love Zach De La Rocha throwing in there.
Zach De La Rocha.
I love. But here's my last notes, real quick. I have a lot more, but we'll just say these are my last ones. Never Look Back is great. In The Ground Below, I love Mike's line about being honorable in his pervertedness, so he supports sex workers unionizing their services.
Not a holy man, but a moral in my perverseness. So I support the sex workers unionizing their services.
Yeah.
Then Pulling the Pin. I love Mavis Staples. Love that she's on this album.
Yes.
This one is another of my favorites on the album. This shit, it makes me feel like the music in the background as like during his verse, LP's verse, and it's like rising and rising, and then it's just awesome stuff like Perhaps explaining years of self-lobotomy. And it feels so good, and there's like that build in the background that's just like ooh.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I love that shit. But this one I do have specific lines. Hello. Now I see it's the same moment in history back to haunt us, and here we are again. Hello, Void, long-time watcher, first time calling in. Every cage built needs an occupant. Got a deadbolt, see 'em lock it in. Had a good run, but they stopping it. Want to walk man to the coffin lid. Eat your heart out, fiction fan. Truly the truth, the stranger document.
Small dollop. Now I see that it's the same moment in history back to haunt us. And here we are again. Hello, boy. Long time watcher, first time calling it. Every cage built needs an occupant. Got a deadbolt, see 'em lock it in. Had a good run, but they stopping it. Wanna walk man to the coffin lid. Eat your heart out, fiction fan. Truly the truth, the stranger document.
I love that every time.
So good.
It's just the vibe of how he's delivering those lines, the message and the wording of those lines. It says hello Void. I always thought it said hello Lord, long-time watcher, first-time caller, but I guess Void makes more sense.
Yeah.
Either way, if you apply it either way, I mean it just but then it flows into Mavis's like her I guess chorus. She's like the chorus.
Like yeah.
I love it.
Love it.
And then Mike,
he talks
about the wealthy taking the max and giving the minimal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bars.
It is kind of crazy, like,
bro.
cages are built for things to be, in them, and, like,
Mm-hmm.
I guess I never even, like, thought of that.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy, though.
And right now there's a bunch of kids in a bunch of cages.
Yep.
Bunch of Mexicans in a bunch of cages.
What a surprise.
Bunch of
it's not
colored people in
Democrats
cages.
versus Republican. It's fascists versus the Republic. Wake up.
I'll be in a cage soon.
Wake up. Wait.
Are we going to go kill someone after this? Okay, wait, no, I don't even want to say
I
that.
mean, you guys might want to
take that
ride
out.
out into Raleigh,
Stop the vote. Stop the count.
So if you want to get out of town for a few days, let me know. Let me know.
It's these filthy criminals sit at the pinnacle, doing the typical, keeping us miserable, taking the most, and providing the minimal.
The devils, they do the despicable, and still they move like they invincible. These filthy criminals sit at the pinnacle, doing the typical, keeping us miserable, taking the most and providing the minimal. Hate to sound cynical, but shit is pitiful. Times is just
Bro.
They do be providing the minimal, though.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Providing the minimal, though.
Yes, dude.
I love it. And then Radiation is just like impeccable. That's like the last song. I think the actual title's like a few words for the firing squad, parenthetically Radiation, but in my head it's Radiation. I just love that one. I love the vibe of it. Saxophone. I love the sax thrown in there just throughout the verse, and then having that like weird musical explosion down at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Mike's verse about his wife saying that she needs a husband more than the world needs another martyr.
Yeah.
And then just like
that always hits me, man. That always hits me.
His whole verse right there, where I'm just like, where he talks about his mom dying and then trying to hold on and be strong for his wife. And then people are saying he could be the next like massive leader, and she's like, I need a husband more than the world needs another martyr.
When my mother transitioned to another plane, I was sitting on a plane, telling her to hold on, and she tried hard, but she just couldn't hang. Been 2 years, true fears, I'll probably never be the same. This is just a chore not to let myself go insane. It's crippling, make you wanna lean on a cup of promethazine. But my queen say she need a king, not another junkie flunky rapper fiend. Friends tell her he could be another Malcolm, he could be another Martin. She told her partner I need a husband more than the world need another martyr. Made in Atlanta, Georgia.
That's so sad.
That shit hits me
deep.
Dude, the whole song is like super deep. LP talks about his sister, how like she was attacked, and then talking about his mom taking like hard knocks, and then like, but then, and this kind of plays back to what we were talking about earlier, where they're like their music is for the people. But LP ends his third verse with, "When you're surrounded by the fog, treading water in the ice cold dark, when they got you feeling like a fox running from another pack of dogs, put the pistol and the fist up in the air. We are there, swear to God."
When you surrounded by the fog, treading water in an ice cold dark. When they got you feeling like a box, running from another pack of dogs. Put the pistol and the fist up in the air. We are there, swear to God. Black child.
That's like their logo is the pistol and the fist, and he's saying like, when you're at your wit's end, like we're fighting with you, so like we're all like we're in this with you. And then Mike's the last words actually by either of them on the album are he talks about for the like people trodden down, and then he says, "Go hard. Last words to the firing squad was fuck you too," and that's how the album ends. Like from their standpoint.
Bro, but the beginning of that verse, he says, "Black child in America, the fact that I made it is magic."
In America, the fact that I made is magic. Black and beautiful, the world broke my mama hard and she died an addict. God bless me to redeem her in my thoughts, words, and my actions. Satisfaction for the devil, goddammit, he'll never ever have it. This is for the do-gooders that the no-gooders use and then abuse. For the truth tellers tied to the whipping post, left beaten, battle bruised. For the ones whose body hung from a tree like a piece of strange fruit. Go hard, last word to the fire squad was fuck you too.
Dude, I think about that shit all the time. I'm like, how are we doing this? How are we like living with people in cages and shit like that?
It's crazy. It's absolutely bonkers.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And I thought the outro with Matt Sweeney and apparently A$AP Ferg, I thought that was really cool because they wanted every song on this album to be like a cartoon series. and I think they did that with one of the songs. They did a
I think Yankee and the Brave. They made. I think they put it out on
Oh.
Adult Swim. They like made the cartoon style music video for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they wanted to make all of the songs like a series like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that outro is going to be part of like, you know, like how the show ends or whatever.
Yeah.
And I thought it was super cool. But
It was.
Yeah. I love this album.
The ending's
Top
very
to bottom.
trippy.
Yeah, because
Top
that's
to
like the
bottom.
whole that feeds into the like the episode 4 like ideal of it.
Yeah.
How it's like, you know, just this installment of them doing shit. Can't wait for episode 5.
We'll have to see them live though first.
Oh, dude, they were honestly like maybe them and the Glass Animals were my like number 2 hypes for Bonnaroo before it got shelled, and now I can't go this coming year.
Bonnaroo.
Yeah, it would have been Bonnaroo if I was listening to the music, you know.
Rolling Loud greater than Bonnaroo.
No, dude, never.
No.
Ever.
Sorry about it.
But we will see Glass Animals sometime.
Absolutely.
I'm definitely
they
gonna see Run the
Did you
Jewels.
guys do the? Did you guys get tickets to their concert or whatever?
No,
Anna's,
I don't.
I think
don't have
Anna's
money
getting
for that
ours.
right now. But I need
Nice.
to get. I'm gonna see. I gotta move. Got all these fucking moving expenses, and then like as soon as I can,
Dude,
I'm
just
snatching
make
them.
more money, dog.
Yeah, dog.
Just make money.
Come on, brother.
Just
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 get your
print
money.
some
Yeah.
money.
Come
It's just
on.
ones and zeros. Hack that shit.
Go work at a
just print
cookout,
more,
dude.
Brett. print
Like
more.
LP and Zach De La Rocha say, it's just money. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Money.
But yeah, that unfortunately sums up my notes that I'll leave on this album.
I feel like we just sucked Run the Jewels' dick for.
Yeah, it's what I
That's
do constantly.
that's all you can do though.
I know,
They're
listen to
so
their
I mean, that's what you
talented.
get when you make good content.
I'm just
you know?
blown
Yeah,
away
man.
every
get a
time I
little,
listen
you
to
know.
like just their music. I'm just like, this is just so
Yeah,
good.
just get a little,
So good.
you know.
I will say,
Teeth.
the ground below.
Mm-hmm.
The first verse, the God Killer. This is Tokyo, this Tokyo, and I'm Godzilla.
RTJ, the God Killer, this Tokyo, and I'm Godzilla. Playing blackjack versus death, gun on the car dealer. Just bought a demon, I'm screaming about the car dealer. Last temptation of Mike, but I'm a god.
That part always gets me hype for
pretty
no
good.
fucking reason, and I always picture Killer Mike on stage, just like stomping around because he's like Godzilla.
He probably. I haven't seen him perform it live. He probably does.
I
Mike,
hope he
he probably
does.
does.
And I'm really excited to see him live whenever I can. But man,
Is that the one where LP talks about? No, that's on a different album. I think where he talks about death is on a couch and he's stalling him.
yeah, that's
Yeah, that's a different album. That's a different album. But I always like
This
that.
is the one where he says, "Cancel my Hitler killing trip. Turn the time machine back around a century." Yeah,
Yeah.
this is that one.
I give an
But
inch
man-
to you simps. I'll never forgive me. Not saying a conspiracy, but you're all against me.
Yep, it's so good.
Yeah, because that's where he says, you see a future where Run the Jewels ain't the shit. Cancel my Hitler killing trip. Turn the time machine back around a century. Like Run the Jewels is more important to be like a big. They have to be the shit more than he's got to go kill Hitler.
Yeah,
That's so funny.
but yeah, man.
Just don't think about that line too hard, or else you might get upset. But it's a good line.
It's a good emphasis.
With everything else
Yeah.
they said on the album, I feel like they've made their
point.
their cultural
like,
importance.
I had them
Yeah.
playing in the office the other day, and a song off of Run the Jewels 2 came on. I don't remember, but I think he's talking about where he says like, and mine says kill that switch, something something, fuck that bitch. And then that's the only part that Allison caught, and she was like, "This is terrible." I was like, "No, you don't understand." I was like, "No. You have to listen to it in context. And she was like, "Okay," and then she like walked out, so I changed it or whatever. But I was like, "No, I promise, you would love this, Allison. If you could get into rap, it would be this group."
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll see. I say we'll see. I won't see. I won't be there. I'm done. True.
no.
But yeah. So
leaving
then,
us.
any final thoughts before we rate this one? This absolute unit.
I think I'm good.
So Jamie, we know your favorite track. Nick, what's your favorite track?
Yeah.
Jordan, do you have one? I'm gonna look at the track list real quick.
Yep, it's Out of Sight featuring 2 Chainz.
I figured that one's got like the hard rap and then like the really cool beat.
Dude,
to
the
it.
beat is just so good.
2 Chainz verse.
2 Chainz is sick.
I don't normally love 2
says-
Chainz, but I enjoy his verse on there. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Beats get me more into a song at the beginning. Like when I look through my Spotify weekly or whatever.
Just Pop Smoke.
No, it's like the new stuff.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have any new stuff right now. Apparently
Why
that
does he
one's
make
coming
new
out, but-
stuff?
Okay, buddy.
Well, he just has like a back catalog.
You're so mean. Anyways, I was saying like I usually sometimes just
All right, nice
on
yawn.
there. I usually just skip through, and if the beat's good, then I'll listen to like the rap
If it like
part,
grabs you from like the start.
Yeah, but if it's not good, then I'll listen to the rap for like a second. And if it's not good,
I get that. There are times where
Turn it.
I'm like I just kind of want to listen to new music, and then like I'll play it, and not even just rap, but if I don't like it in like the first 15 seconds, I'll be like, yeah, I'll come back to this later.
I know.
Yeah. Nick, did you choose?
Probably Yankee and the Brave, honestly. Just
okay.
The like
it's good. It's hard.
Yeah, the crazy like hard intro to the whole experience of the album. Something about it, I just love it. I know my I think that's what brought my brother into the album too. Like whenever we showed him
he's frozen.
Yo,
He's
you good?
frozen. I think he died.
Yeah, what'd you say? You said I know and then nothing.
Oh,
your thing lagged.
Oh yeah, I got you. I think I said just the like the intensity of it and how it brings you into the whole experience of the album, like just off the like running straight off the bat.
We've talked about it before. It's a classic, perfect intro for an album.
Yeah.
You step on the gas, you fucking floor the pedal, and then you don't slow down until like pulling the pin.
Yeah.
All gas, some brakes.
Very minimal brakes.
Minimal brakes.
Very little. Yeah.
David, what's your favorite?
Either.
What's your favorite, Danny?
Probably the Ground Below. Honestly,
Okay.
it just goes so
excellent.
hard.
Another excellent choice.
So hard. It's fantastic.
Yeah. So do we want to? So then
Beats a little more.
do we want to rate
So
it?
are we rating it? Are we rating it?
I guess, David, since you chose, you go. They get to fight, and I'll announce next week's. I'll announce next week's.
All right. Ready? My rating for this album is a perfect 10. I think it's perfect from beginning to end. I think it's amazing.
Hell yeah.
Incredible.
Go ahead.
Incredible.
Whoever's next, go ahead.
Jordan, please. Please, after you.
All right. I'll bring it down a notch. Okay, buddy. I think I'm going to give this album just because I feel like I'd get into a lot of the songs. It's hard to take in how politically charged it is, I think, in just the first couple listens.
Very lyric heavy,
I think,
for sure.
Yes, and that's why I struggled to like understand all of it. And not saying like you guys talking about it didn't help me understand it more, but for right now, I'm going to give it a 6.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
I still liked it. It's just, again, it's very, very lyric heavy, and I feel like I didn't get to explore all
You do
of
have to
it
listen
as
to
much
it plenty of times. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the reason why.
Yeah.
And Nick, I guess you go ahead.
I'm gonna give it a 9, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, because I enjoy the vast majority of the songs on it, and there's a couple that I don't skip, but that I just don't like as much. They
don't match the same level.
Yeah. But yeah, I do. I thoroughly enjoy and I guess feel the message behind pretty much every lyric on the album.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I get that.
Jamie?
Sorry, I had to. Oh,
Jameson.
Yeah, sorry, I had to double check the that I was gonna say right the album for next week. Surprise. This one's also another perfect 10.
Yeah.
From me.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hell yeah,
I'm
boys.
sure that was like maybe most obvious 10 I've had. Maybe Sound and Color was another one in Southeastern.
I wanted to bring it to the table. I had to.
Well,
Man on the Moon.
Well, and I will say that this means that we have a new number one.
I was about to say
coming in at an 8.75.
I was about to say that seemed like 10. It seemed like it was about to be.
It has edged out Good Kid, Mad City, which has been top of the charts for 25 weeks.
This was my whole goal. This was the only reason I wanted to come on here. So I could change your ranking.
Good Kid, Mad City clocked in at an 8.67, and so we have 8.75. We've edged it out by 8.
Wait! I meant to say
800.
I gave it a 0.
0 out of. We've not had a 0. We have not had a 0.
Not yet.
We'll see.
That is true.
Yeah.
Next time I come on,
I figured that this one was gonna be just absolutely like chart top, like just at least top 3, based on really contingent on Jordan's rating.
I was about to say, because the reason the rap albums are probably the highest is because you guys will probably like rap, whereas it's hard for me to go over to the other side. You guys like rap sometimes, but I usually don't ever even listen to like music outside of it. So
yeah, I mean that's why,
except Modest Mouse.
That's why like I think the most surprising for me was 21.
Yeah, Savage is pretty good now.
Although you also gave you gave Living Room a 7.5. So that's the high.
Wait, who did Living Room again?
David chose it. It's by Lawrence, the band.
Oh yeah, I still think that was a good album. I can't remember exactly. What it was.
It's your highest non-rap rating. And then your second, and then
David,
you gave 21 and LSD and Dreamland 7s.
Hey yo.
So yeah.
Hey yo.
David's picks are always good.
Yeah, definitely. That's why really good rap albums are. Oh, absolutely. Adele.
Twitter, verify me. I'm a pro music reviewer.
You got a lot of high picks. Got a lot of high picks. All I'm
You're
saying.
also a pro never getting your food or.
Dude, I'm still so mad about that. I'm still so mad about that.
Funny. Oh, that was so
My
funny.
people didn't give me my fucking food.
Ooh, that was brutal.
So mad.
Brutal. You even asked them in Spanish. You're like, "Hey, go check on it," and they didn't.
Yeah. They fired like 2 people that day.
Bastards.
Yeah.
But so next week we're gonna be having David. Thank you for joining us. It's been lovely.
Yes,
yeah. Who's shooting me tonight?
Thank you.
Huh?
Who's killing me tonight?
Oh,
yeah. I forgot about that.
I'll get someone on the horn.
Ghostbuster shit, you know.
I'll get a call down the line. We'll figure that one out. Guess I'm not a good producer. But next week we're gonna be welcoming Nick's other I shouldn't have said that.
What?
We're gonna be welcoming Samuel back to the podcast next week.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm surprised he hasn't talked to me about this at all.
Oh, that's funny as hell. Yeah, so we're gonna be welcoming Samuel back, and he has selected the album Try Hard by the band Camino for us to listen to.
Oh wow.
Cool.
So we're gonna that's one of the bands I know that he's liked for a really long time, and I just have never checked out. So it'll be good to actually finally listen to it.
How do you spell Try Hard?
I think it's just one word.
Just look in the mirror.
Sweaty.
Oh god, he's
a sweat. Holy shit. So sweaty.
Please.
Jordan Sweaty
motherfucker.
I'm not I don't even try that hard ever. On anything I do, literally not.
I would never try hard.
I never do.
So yeah, that's exciting. That's going to be next week. And then let's see. We can do a little lightning round with what we've been listening to. David, do you want to start us off with, since you're the guest?
Actually, I went back, bringing back up Lawrence. I went back to their first album called Homesick.
Okay.
I listened to that
There's some
today.
good ones on there.
It's very
some bangers.
It's very good. It's without Gracie, though. and it makes me feel weird.
Yeah, that's the one. It's just Clyde, right?
Yeah, it's just Clyde Lawrence the whole time, and I mean, it's good. I enjoy it. I've also been listening to The Weeknd and Bleachers.
Okay.
And
Nice.
Run the Jewels.
Because I know he'll be the death of me when he's in me numb. I can't always stand for less of me when it's yet to come. Yes, I know it. Yes, I know it. Okay, anyways, so I've been listening to slow jams off of
The College Dropout?
the oh my gosh, the Dropout. I actually, there's not a lot that I already didn't listen to, but that song is so good. I love it. I'm falling in love.
I really don't know why that one didn't resonate with me as much as I thought it would.
Dude, listen to it again in like a month.
Okay. I'll try it.
And then and then Twisted Party's like, sipping on a heat, Lindsay, how about me?
That's the one where he says, she got a light-skinned friend looking like Michael Jackson. And then he says,
yeah, that one's funny.
Got a dark-skinned friend look like Michael Jackson.
Dude, there's this girl, Lady LaSure, that I think I've mentioned maybe before. I don't know. But like, do you guys remember who Rachel Dolezal is?
Yeah.
She's the girl who like pretended to be. Didn't she pretend to be? Wait, did she pretend to be black or white?
She pretended to be black. Yeah.
In one of her songs, she goes like, "I got a light skinned friend that looks like Rachel Dolezal. Okay. And I got a dark skinned friend that looks like Rachel Dolezal.
That's pretty funny.
Which one? Which? Not sure." And it's like, dude, it's like one of the funniest lines I've heard ever. She's just like calling her.
Yeah.
But other than that, DJ Khaled came out with a new album with a bunch of features. I listened to like half of it. I like the one. There's one with Post Malone, DaBaby, Megan Thee Stallion, and I think Lil Baby. Let me see, Lil Baby, not Little Baby. Okay, no, never mind. Lil Baby's not. It's just Post, Megan. Oh wait, no, Lil Baby is on it. It's DaBaby, Lil Baby, Megan Thee Stallion, and Post Malone, and it's actually really good. It's really good.
Okay. Nick, you wanna go ahead?
Yeah. One of Willie Nelson's most famous songs is "Always on My Mind." That's also the name of one of his albums. I listened to that album this week. It's full of a bunch of like old country ballads. It was good.
Nice. Very similar to this topic week.
Yeah, actually, this week. Not at all. I had to I kind of found that album and I listened to it and I was like, okay, I can't listen to this anymore because it's like so different from the vibe. I'm gonna have to try and talk about whenever we talk about RTJ4. But Willie Nelson's son has a band called Lucas Nelson and the Promise of the Real. They have a self-titled album that's really good. It's kind of like country mixed with like a little bit of soul, a little bit of gospel with like the organ grooves that they get into. But it was really good. I enjoyed it. I listened to KOD by J. Cole because supposedly J. Cole is going to be dropping an album on May 14th.
Hell yeah.
So I wanted to get more.
I'm excited.
A little more into J. Cole.
Tuesday, I saw on Spotify because I had it on my computer. I saw you were listening to a lot of J. Cole. Me and Zach were like, why the hell is he listening to KOD? And then I saw like they released press about the album. I was like, oh, he's probably just trying to get back into.
Because I like when I listened to KOD the first time, I hated it, but I had never listened to practically any other J. Cole.
Like most people.
Yeah, but I enjoyed a fair amount of it. It's a little.
Y'all didn't like KOD,
but it's pretty good.
Bro, KOD was fire.
I think a lot. I gotta re-listen to it because I also did not like it. I really liked 2014 and For Your Eyes Only, and I just really didn't like KOD. I gotta re-listen to it.
I really like KOD. I thought it was like
I'll give it a recheck.
But that's it.
You should.
That's it. I for the first time a single song. I've been listening to one song on repeat, kind of like Jordan used to have more of. It's the Lemonade.
I still do that
song. Off Dodgers.
With Don Toliver and Gunna.
Yeah, Internet Money.
Yes,
dude,
let's go.
I love that song. It's the slowed down song used in a lot of TikToks right now. But I've been just listening to it.
Dude, that song is good.
I really like it. And Vic was like, I like the slower version where I'm like, I don't know, I like this. It's so good.
What's the there's a verse that I like Nas's part where he's like, I'm a big dog and I walk around with no leash. All this water on me, everything on feet. I don't know why Nas is just really. I haven't gotten into Nas, but everybody says Nas is like really, really good, and I need to get into him more. But
Nas is you should definitely check him out.
But yeah, and also I've actually got a few songs. They were just on my Discover Weekly, and I've just been like, since I heard them, I've been listening to them a lot. Atlas by a band called The Dip.
Yeah, that's a good song.
It's kind of
that song.
yeah. It gives me like coming home vibes a little bit, like the album that we did a while ago. That was
like
on Reggie's, but
Lake
different.
Street Dive, St. Paul and the Broken Bones genre type music.
Yeah, listening to a bunch of that, I think it influenced my Discover Weekly this week. Another one, Heart is a Muscle by Decorator. It's kind of got the same vibe. And then a song called Doses and Mimosas, a cover of the original song.
I was just listening to Doses and Mimosas also by Cherub.
Yeah, see,
sorry,
that's
I
the
didn't really want to
original.
say that because I don't know why I just didn't want to say that.
My Discover Weekly I got by the Griswolds, who's a band that I've heard before but not really checked out. But they have an acoustic cover of that song, and I really like it.
Oh, Chevy Chase is in that band, isn't he?
Chevy Chase, the actor?
Yeah.
In the Griswolds?
What's the?
Are you serious?
What?
Yo, because there's a Griswold.
No way.
Bro.
Fuck you, bro.
That was such a bait. That was so good.
That was.
I thought it would have been obvious if
I'm not a
like
huge
you knew they were like the
Vacation
Griswold
guy. I'm not a.
I've never seen it.
I was
Christmas
thinking,
Vacation. Just
I was
I've never
thinking
seen it.
Community.
I know exactly.
Oh.
That's like the most.
Dude, yes,
Chevy
Community
Chase
is
fan.
good. Sorry, I was making a really like niche joke.
See, I've never seen that
Big
movie.
brain dude.
We're just like
At
not
this
from
point-
the Chevy
at
Chase
this point-
generation.
No,
At this point,
true.
it's based on principle. I won't see that movie. Actually, it's not. I just haven't. It's purely.
You need to watch it. It's good. It's good.
And also,
It's a big
Your
song.
Power, Billy's new single. I love it.
good.
It's so good. I'm so hyped for that album.
I haven't listened to it.
It comes
I
out.
haven't
It's coming out on July 30th.
Oh, yeah, I haven't listened to it.
Oh, dude, it's great. Check it out. I'm so excited for that album.
Isaiah Rashad album comes out tonight.
Okay.
Oh, I actually saw that on one of my rap postings.
Oh, is
they were
that
doing
what
like a music
the,
video or
is that
something
what the
for
thing
it.
was about?
That's the TDE drop, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then Mountains at My Gates by Foles and Cardinal by
Foles.
Mountain Joy.
Okay.
Cardinal by Mountain Joy almost made me cry earlier
Fold.
while I was driving back from the beach. Just because I'm in a weird headspace where it's like I'm about to leave like my friends of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years.
Yeah, that's
So it's
that's
it's
crazy.
it's like I'm constantly in watching like a Pixar movie headspace where it's like so close to crying at any moment, but like not actively thinking about that.
You know the vibe.
So yeah, that one came on, dude. If the
You know the
fire
vibes, you
had
know the
come on
vibes.
right after it, I would have been crying. Like no shot.
Game over.
But yeah, and so I've just been listening to a lot of like individual songs and stuff, and just like constantly having just Run the Jewels on shuffle, obviously. And yeah, I think that sums it up. So it's a bit of a long one, but
It was worth it.
I could have had twice as much stuff.
So much to say. Yeah.
We're just high
So-
energy, man. We were amped.
You should be thankful that we only did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because this is without me cutting in stuff.
Could have been a
Who knows how
two-episoder.
long this is going to be. I get like
Yeah.
a 2-parter album review. Yeah, so then, but we'll end it here. We just want to say thanks for listening to this week's episode, and remember to tune in next week where we're going to be taking a look at Try Hard by the band Camino, joined by Samuel. Is he Nick's better half? Who knows?
Hell
But
no.
be sure to listen to the album. You can kind of have your own thoughts, mentally join in the discussion a little bit. You can also physically join in the discussion by throwing a comment our way on YouTube, or you can also tweet them at us. We're on Twitter at @ListUpPodcast, and that account, as well as all of our personal handles, are going to be in the description of wherever you got this episode. If you enjoyed this episode, if you feel like we've earned your rating or a glowing review, feel free to throw it our way.
We'll beg for it. We're
We're
Just
not
DM me
quite
on Twitter,
begging
I'll
yet,
beg for
but-
it.
Okay, yeah. So DM Jordan. He'll beg. But for now, we'll catch you next week, and remember to listen up.